Hey everybody, Tall's here, and I'm so fucking excited for this video. I've been waiting for this unit for so long. I love this version of Bachira. We are reviewing today X Bachira. So, for starters, before I jump into the actual analysis of the character, I do want to say the reason why we call this character X Bachira is one, the game tells us that by X Freed, but generally we say X because there's two characters in the profile. This is why X Nagi, two characters, and X Rayo, two characters, are a thing. Anyway, just doing that for the lingo stuff. Anyway, I'm so excited to jump into fucking X Bachira stuff here. So, we have off the bat here. He's all right. At 50, if you had like a really solid tech core, like meaning like if you had maxed Annie Nagi or had like really high level Rin V2, Luna, and Pablo and things like that, at 50, you could make Xbochi work. His big thing here, his big bonuses here are the grade bonus, the grade 2, and the constant tech. Constant tech is still only on like a few characters. It's on the V2 of Bachira and Pablo, I believe. Those are the two characters that have it. SSR wise, I don't know who has it off the top of my head, but 4.4 at 50 is really fucking strong. His tile is also kind of crazy with it having midfielder compatibility and Fantasista. Solid skills all around for that. The big things though that you want to note are his special abilities, right? So he does have the standard. You can get up to 2 times of 2 extra turns, which is really fucking solid. That's possibly 4 extra turns a run. So many units give this now. And then the other big thing is that when he's your support, he can wait. Thanks to the effect of training, I believe he inherently gives 1% gold concentration boost for when he is the support players. He has stuff for when he is the training player, but he gives 1% gold concentration at the beginning of the run, which is really solid. I talked about that in the Rin video. But that's kind of what he gives. I could go into the gold skills and stuff here, but I generally do that a little bit later. It is a little better to go for... dear God, I hope I have a level 100 friend here. Oh, thank God. All right, so... level 100. He gives way more. 200 tech, that's standard. 15% kick, that's his substat, so that's what he gives. His main stat, 30% tech. You got that 35% on the extra grade, really good. 10% constant tech, so fucking good. Skill up level 5 is fantastic. We love skill up. Special training 50, flat 50. So I believe on JP's release, I was told that he gave 70% special lecture, but he's giving 100 on our release, which is fantastic. It's really in line with what we want. That's super crazy. He also gives 60% special T and dribbling specifically, so he's got 110% in that. And then he also gives gold zone flow 1% boost in the first half of training. So he gives 2% when he is the support partner at 100, which is crazy, like absolutely insane. It's like Rin's, but you know, he has to be the friend. But the real thing about the X characters that's so crazy is that, so as you can see on the slides here, at 50 he has that black red. We've already established that. It's all right. At 65 he gets his own face tile, the Bocce face tile. This tile is, so it gives the same first couple abilities. It's 7% more, or 7 times more. It also can give extra grade up to 2 stages. It can also additionally grant an extra turn, so it's kind of like a purple tile. And then it also has access to Lone Soccer, and Lone Soccer is an insane ability. You want this on your technical characters. So what it does is it boosts technical, intelligence, and attack rate for the specific player. It also increases the dribble speed of the player when they're carrying it upfield. This skill has flat stat boosts, and then it also gives you 1 giant leap, which is what Christmas Chigiri, which was exclusive to Christmas Chigiri beforehand, and, well, not exclusive to him, but we're never using Chigiri V1, but Chigiri V1 and Christmas Chigiri gave 1 giant leap. But now this skill has it inside of it, which is so insane. This skill, if you do not get this on your tech character, it's a go next angle. Like, you're going back in. You're going back in. The next skill that he gives at 100, so he gets 2 extra tiles at 100. He gets an Isagi face tile and the Isagi shoot face tile, which has shot adept and demon of shots. Good fucking skills. Once again, doesn't consume awakening and extreme, just like the Bocce tile. There's nothing else to really note here. You can get extra bonus up to 3 stages. Victory is Mine is it's good, but it's not necessary for your technical characters. So it boosts technical and physical for a certain length of time, and then it boosts intelligence until the end of the match. This would be a skill. I mean, honestly, this is just like a win more skill in my mind. It's useful, but it isn't going to make or break your character. Maybe in some matchups, like, you might want it or need it, but for the most part, when you're playing league matches or the tournament, the skill isn't going to make or break your wins or losses for the most part. Lastly, we get the X Bocce / Isagi face tile. As you can see, they're both here. It's kind of awkward and weird looking, but we'll go over it. So this one doesn't consume when you're in Extreme or Awakening. It also can grant you the skill Initial Impulse, but it can also boost you to Extreme or Awakening, like the Celebration tiles. I forgot to put that on the slides. I'm a moron. But that's that's where we're at. But this one, yeah. So this one can recover your condition like really high, which is really useful. The next main thing is obviously Initial Impulse. This is a phenomenal skill for technical players. Okay, so technical really struggles with stamina. So this one, immediately, if this activates at the start of the match, it will boost your stamina of all teammates. It'll boost technical, and it'll boost intelligence of the specific. So technical of all teammates, and then intelligence of this teammates. And I'll kind of get into a little bit later why this skill is really important to stack for if you're using an X Bachira on your team. But yeah, no, the boost to stamina on its own for technical users is just fucking insane. It's so good. Anyway, going next would be going to player. So as a player, can you train them at 50? You can. It's not going to be great. If you are in like mid tiers and things like that, it'll be okay. at 50 because Annie Nagi does do a lot of carrying, and also the special skill here, special training ability. Yeah, whatever. I need water. So once you get past, I believe it's checkpoint 1. So once you're on to checkpoint 2, you will get an exclusive flow, and it will last for 5 turns exactly. So it's basically the equivalent of a gold flow, but it's guaranteed to go for 5 of the 6 turns allocated. You also get, I believe, awakening, and then you get turn extension, as well as inspiration with bonuses for technical and kick power sets. I think that's, that one I'm not too sure on. I think you're more likely to get those. They're still random. But anyway, 5 turns of getting inspiration is insane. Or like hyper boosted inspiration chances is insane for us right now. Like training him is going to be super easy at 65, I think. But at 50, it's going to be okay, but not amazing. That's why I say you should train him at 65. Obviously, he is the best in slot for technical right now. So train him at 100 if you can, but that's a whale moment. Anyway, going over to my favorite part of the video. We all love this. We're all fans of this. This is our favorite part. Me scrolling through the match skills just to show you what's good. I will say before I get there, he does have match skills with Annie Rin, Isagi V3, Christmas Chigiri. That's the C exclamation point is Christmas. It's kind of a gacha thing. Kuni V and Shido and Kuni V2. He introduces 2 new skills, which I will. I guess I may as well fucking cover them right now. So no look dribbler. Chigiri needs to be in the midfield position to activate this. It will boost the speed and technical for a certain length of time after receiving a pass, as well as boosting their attack success rate. There we go. It's pretty good. It's not like the best skill, but I'll kind of see why we want this in team comp. And then shutdown is it's basically the equivalent to competitive spirit that Kuni and Christmas Chigiri had, but it's for Kuni and X Bachira. So it's a second ball boost rate, and then it will boost the physical of Kunigami and then decrease the physical of the opponent's team. You know, pretty fucking solid. I want to talk about the Shido one. If Shido's in the forward position, this can activate. It'll boost his technical, kick, and shot success rate, and the attack success rate of the player. Max activation twice. Really solid because with the amount of intelligence that's going on in the game, we need more shot success skills. And I just realized my slides are a little off there. There we go. Anyway, the Asagi V3 one, Shadow Striker. I believe we talked about this in the... Yeah, we talked about this in the Annie Rin video. It's okay. It's not great. It just boosts like stats after receiving a pass, which generally what you'll see soon enough is that this character is never going to be receiving a pass for the most part. He's always going to be trying to lead the charge. Now the big one here is Future Sight. So Future Sight was initially locked to Isagi V2 and Rin V2. I believe this was in my team compositions video that I broke down. But this basically makes shot block success rate higher for Annie Rin, and he is a intelligence-based character as is, so he's going to be speccing into trying to block shots in general. So this boosts that and just makes the game so much fucking harder. I fucking hate the random RNG that the game has with the intelligence stat. But again, this is really fucking solid, and we do like seeing that. The other things that we're going to have to look at really quick. Oh fuck, I forgot to mention a couple things on Bocce here, but I'll be honest with you. It's fucking fine. I'll just go over here. I'm gonna do a quick backtrack on the slide wise. Whatever. So the things that I forgot is that the skills you can attain during training are Fantasia. He's got skill up, so basically you're always maxing the skill when you run this guy, and then you get Showtime, which was previously exclusive to like some sort of like Rayo V2 and Nagi V2 thing. It just boosts your stats after they receive a pass. So like, if you use X Bachira and like a Shido run, for example, because we just talked about how Shido and him are good together, it'll just make all of his sets better after he receives the pass from Bachira, and then more likely to score. It's an okay skill. Anyway, that's just, yeah, anyway. The real reason why we're here, though, is his gold and rainbow skills. So, his gold skill, very fucking strong. Like, I feel like every character that's coming out right now is having insanely strong fucking gold skills, but I'm not passing to anyone. Boosts the attack rate and the shot rate of the player. Lasts until the push ends. Also boosts his technical and kick for a certain length of time. So basically, if he's the captain, this activates at the start of the match. He gets like an insane boost right out of the gate, meaning like if he's outstanding, he's winning the push. Even if he's not outstanding, he can actually win the push off of the boosts here, and then possibly go to score, which ties in to his rainbow skill. His rainbow skill decreases their shot block rate and boosts his shot success rate, and then additionally boosts his kick power for the rest of the match. So meaning if you take a kickoff position and then this activates at the beginning of the match, he's got extra kick power for the next two fucking advantage kickoff goals. So yeah, I'll be the monster and I'm not passing to anyone are crazy. I did not change the last sentence here. Anyway, he is a crazy strong technical midfielder. He's going to basically always be forcing to go for a goal. So you want supportive members like, into the next slide here, you're going to want supportive members like Christmas Chigiri and Shido. The main thing here is that Shido and Christmas Chigiri, so I actually dial it back. The main things here are obviously this comp here that I've concocted is all got a lot of match links, all very strong match links. It does hard lose to physical. I want to preface that. So like if you are building this comp, you will be losing the physical. However, ideally, you will be winning pretty much every tech matchup, and every speed matchup if you optimize your Chigiri properly. But the big things are that your Shido is like hypercharged. Like your team, as soon as they pass to him, he's probably never missing a shot. Chigiri's rainbow skill is a pass one as well, so that will kind of link in with there. The kind of goal with this comp is that if you have kickoff, X Bachira will most likely score you your first goal, and then the rest of the game, if they're if they have no physical, obviously, they will not be like pushing against you because your Chigiri will be able to block any speed pushes, and then your Annie Nagi, since he has Vigilant, is it Vigilant? Yeah, Vigilant, and a high level of alert, will not get any tech pushes onto him. And then, worst case scenario, Rin blocks stuff, hopefully. Praying. But yeah, like you have like two really strong well, it's not right to say I guess strikers. Yeah, strikers is the fucking best word here. You have two really strong strikers in Bachira and Cheeto here, and then the rest of the team just plays to support them. So that's kind of like the really strong thing with this comp. I think this is probably the most solid comp. The only flex here is that the Annie Nagi could be Kuni V2, because Kuni V2 does have some link stuff, and then like if you're really afraid of a physical captain just ruining your day, that would be who you would flex out. But yeah, that would be that comp. Anyway, video is starting to wrap up. So as always, I do want to give out the prediction stuff. I do want to be as transparent as possible when it comes to summoning and things like that. So the next characters that are going to come out in the stats that Bachira gives are RUV2 and X Chigiri. So RUV2 is going to be about a month or so away. A month and a half, I think, is probably the best bet. So we're more likely to get X Chigiri. X Chigiri is going to be a lot more kick focused, whereas kick and speed focused, whereas RU is going to be a lot more technical and physical focused. I think in terms of long term, RU and X Bachira are pretty equal. They kind of spec into different comps very late training wise. In terms of like short term stuff, the X Chigiri is going to be pretty freaking valuable for kick, and I do want to emphasize that just because kick as a stat is important for scoring goals. As somebody who has been in SS, I've seen a lot of matches where goals just get passed around and like matches just end up tying, or somebody wins by just one like kind of lucky goal almost because of just like the blue lock man like either blocking or another player blocking or things like that and whatnot, and it just kind of becomes like a chaotic mess. So I do think there is a value in investing into X Chigiri here, but if you are a more technical focused player, you could save and try to get RE to 65, or, well, I think out of the three big technical units that we have, which are Annie Nagi, X Bachi, and then soon to be RUV2, RUV2 and X Bachi age the best out of those three. So I would say your goals in summoning should be getting like Annie Nagi to 65-ish, and then the others like higher up. That's what I would probably say if you're like going more tech route. So yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. I'm really excited to release the polls videos. I've already done like some initial polls on the account. As you can see that I'll give you a little spoiler for the big fan. So currently, I can make him 75. So yeah, I'm super excited for X Bachi's release. I loved this scene in the anime. It's so fucking fire. Anyway, as always, rate or like the video, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. Honestly, share it around. I do want to give this educational content, and like I do enjoy making these because gacha can be pretty predatory. So I do like bringing these rundowns to like kind of give you guys a better idea of who you should be pulling for, should you waste your money and things like that. Unfortunately, this is one of those characters where you might want to waste some money on, but that's that's a different story. Anyway, as always, appreciate all the views and comments and likes. I try to respond to everybody if I can. I'll be releasing a summoning video in the coming weeks, and yeah, have a good one.